What's going on, everybody? And welcome on into the Put It in the Book show,
That is
season
the
8,
show.
episode 20. It's been a minute, and we got a
Wow.
lot of stuff to talk about. Not all
You
great.
sure do.
Not all great at all.
Oh, he's
But
already
wait,
starting. He's
yeah,
already
we gotta move
dinging
it on.
you.
Let's
Move it
move it
along.
along.
Already. Wait a minute. He's moving us too fast. Now, just not to be a buzzkill, but what I'm seeing on my screen is a big screen of you and I, and then a smaller screen of you and
Yeah.
I. That is correct.
That is perfect. So
Okay.
that gives the fans the option to see us, vertically or extreme close up there.
That was better.
That was
I could
nice,
see us
actually.
better.
Ooh.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yikes! These little roads that I got going on here now.
Yeah, you could do your
whoa.
Botox later. Okay, we'll discuss it after the show.
All right. So a lot of stuff has happened since the last time we were on the air. What's the identity of this New York Metropolitan Group? But we'll get into all that and then some. Rodriguez, what's going on in your world? How was the holidays? What you got planned for? Are we going to kick some ass this year? Are you positive? Are you feeling like good about what's going on in the last month and a half or so?
Is anyone feeling good about what's going on? Anyone? I heard that Stearns' own family is pretty much upset with him with everything that's been going on. So, I mean, the guy's supposed to be a diehard Mets fan, and his family hates him too. So, yeah, I'm not happy. The whole fan base hates him. Everybody hates him.
Suck.
Joe despises him. He's really upset, Can't you tell? See?
I might be able to tell. So when you talk to somebody like producer Joe who's upset all the time, you just don't know what it is.
You don't know what to gauge it, right?
Yeah. Or what's in the mind, what's going on out there.
Not a lot going on. A lot of anger, basically. See?
A lot of that noise. I don't know if you heard that one. You got that one. Okay.
I heard that one.
All right, well, speaking of producer Joe, he's hibernating
Christmas was great,
there.
By the way.
Christmas was great. Happy birthday.
I hope yours was good. Why, thank you very much. I just turned 29.
That's it,
again.
baby.
Nice.
Yeah. You'd be in the prime of your life.
I liked it the first
career.
time, so I'm doing it again.
Car accident. What?
Joe,
okay,
we've been there, so Joe knows.
A car accident. Speaking of car accidents and the Mets, there is,
later
when you get into one of those things, car accident, these crashes, terrible crashes and whatnot. Does the radio turn off, or is when ambulance comes by and the cops come by, it's like blasting Biggie and Tupac, and I'm just like laying there, or Meet the Mets or something like that.
I lost you halfway through that sentence. I have no idea what you're talking about. You could tell I got a blank look on my face. What are you talking about?
Well, that's all too uncommon. Speaking of producer Joe and that stuff, hibernating back there, I'm sure. Can we wake him up so he can actually do this show with us? Back there. There we go. All right, so
there it is.
Going back to bed. That's what I heard. Going back to bed.
Oh, he's going back to bed. He's readjusting the nard so he can get up properly.
I'm in hibernation until pitches and catches report in 5 weeks.
or until the Mets sign somebody.
So he's a bear, right? He's a bear, Farace? Is that why he's in hibernation?
That's what I heard from a certain group.
That's the sign. That was the sign of Wilton Manors. Producer Joe, hibernating bear.
All right. On that note, let's get this party started up in here. Producer Joe, let's kick us off.
Let's go, Producer Joe.
Put it in the box.
All right, welcome on back in. Put in the books, season 8, episode 20. To kick us off, obviously, we got to talk about what's been going on over the last month and a half or so here. And we wanted, as we talked through, we wanted to have a little visual, so you're not just looking at us complaining, but we're trying to make you feel a little bit better about one of these guys who have left us. But obviously, it's been Nimmo and Díaz and Alonso and McNeil, who are all now gone from this team, this core group of players.
Dude.
And there's arguments to be had on both sides, right, Rodriguez? The team had never won a World Series together. The core.
I think those white boys were troublesome quartet. Get rid of the white boys. I mean,
Edwin Díaz.
Díaz.
Too.
Well, Díaz. I have another name for Díaz, but it's inappropriate for me to say on the show. However, Díaz can go. He's not a true Met. He just signed down with us. He got traded to us anyway, right? So he was not a true Met. Go to LA. Go chase your dream. If Ohtani gets hurt,
do we have something? Do we have something that we can be showing while we're talking through this?
I think there it is. See.
All right, there it is. So
take that to LA. Take that to LA.
So we'll talk through this core group of players leaving as we take a look and see what Edwin Díaz has given to us over the last several years here.
Nice job there, buddy.
Right, so core players gone. One could argue that those core group of players were the core for a reason. And,
that's gone.
Oof. Look at that. At 8-5, we had a 3-run lead in Los Angeles that day. Thanks, bud.
Enjoy that. I want to see that happen.
But they were the most productive, right? Brandon Nimmo hit 310 with runners in scoring position. Pete 309 with runners in scoring position. So the other side of it is you can argue, yes, they never won a World Series together, but you could improve the team around them and then see what you got. Because we didn't have any starting pitchers last year, Rodriguez, and from July on, they were 4-inning guys. Oh, well, can't wait for the Manea to come back. 4 1/3, 3 1/3. Oh, yeah, great. He pitched an inning and a third against the Miami freaking Marlins when we were on the brink of elimination. We would have just won that game. We're in the playoffs. But now here we are, and you got 4 guys that are gone, no longer with us. And we seemingly have not replaced much of the production, if at all. Rodriguez got a new favorite player on the team. He plays second base for us now, but outside of that, it's not much to write home about,
Listen, Farace, I think you're the guy that likes the semen, and from what we just found out, producer Joe likes semen a lot, so it's going to be your favorite player, not mine. Nothing wrong with that. We'll float your boat. However, I know you're pretty upset about losing these core 4 here, but at the end of the day, you have to move on from guys that are just standing in the way of the young talent. You have young talent coming up. You have to let these guys play. You have to try to let these guys perform. And honestly, the only one of those guys that I really, really miss is going to be the polar bear. Just because I'm a little bit old school and I like that cleanup guy with the power ready to mash at any given time. And they're kind of going away from that on this team. From what I'm seeing, they're going that everyone should be at least good. They don't have to be a superstar. And then we have a guy like Tyrone Taylor, who is a superstar defensively, but can't hit a lick. Mm-hmm. So you don't want that. You want more of a complete player. So I understand why they're going away from most of the other guys. McNeil has been going down. Okay? He's not the same 300 hitter. If he's not hitting 300, so what? We can get other guys to freaking play all these different positions.
Oh, remember Nimmo, that one? Remember this one?
Look how upset you are.
In
Why
Washington?
Are you upset about that? Dude.
Like an 8-run lead in that game. 19 bombs in that year.
And so so coming to this guy, he's losing his velocity. We know that already. We've read about that. We've seen it. Okay? And if he doesn't have his location sort of around the plate, which he doesn't have great control anyway, he's a liability when he comes in. So, whatever. We got 2 guys to replace him. They seem to be competent guys. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, no, well, I don't know. I don't know what the two former Yankees now at the back end of our bullpen, Devin Williams, who the polar bear kind of broke back in the wild card series a couple of years back. And now Pete's not on the team. And give me Pete Alonso. All right, let me do this here. Pete Alonso.
Clip this.
We talked about this last year during the season when he broke the home run record, right? Right?
Yeah.
We said he best not just get up, walk
right.
and leave. And what did he do? The polar bear is at Baltimore now, and don't give me okay, you got to say all the right things, right? But this was the best place for my family. Baltimore is the best place for your family. You grew up here, North Florida, Gator boy, and then you were in New York City for all this time. Welcomed you, embraced you, and then you have the nerve to break the home run record of Darryl Strawberry, and then now you're gone. You have the title. It's like you win the title and then you leave the company in wrestling or boxing, whatever.
He's not going to have the title long.
No, he's not, because Juan Soto is going to take care of that in a few years. However, I don't like all that. Oh, he comes out in Camden Yards. It's a beautiful. Yeah, you say all the right things, but don't lie. And then what? Pete Rodriguez, what's he going to do in 10 years? Oh, my most beloved time was with the New York Mets. Shut up.
Oh my God, you are already mad
I'm upset about Pete. I'm break the record and then gone. And then go ahead. You talk about Pete.
No, I love Pete. I think he was a homer for when he was here. Now going to Baltimore, he has to say all the right things. He's a good PR guy. He's always been a good PR guy. He was great with the Mets. He's going to be really good with Baltimore, so he's going to say the right things. I do believe that he's at his heart a Met, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and it's more, and it's 5 years. It's more time that the Mets wanted to give him. So I understand it from that side. As a polar bear fan, I'm sorry he's gone. I really like the kid. I wanted him to retire as a Met, but I can't be mad at him. The Mets. At the end of the day, a guy like that, the Mets should have conceded a little bit on that stupid thing that is saying he can't play defense, because he's pretty good. I've seen him save a lot of bad throws from Lindor and a lot of bad throws from Beatty. So he was competent enough at first base. Okay, yeah. You could have given him 3 years with 2 years optionals on both ends. He gets his 5 years, and he gets to retire as a Met. So,
well, I mean, then he made his bed when he signed with Boris.
As soon as you sign. So the Vientos just
now, Vientos now recently.
So think about it. These guys, they want to get the most money for while they're there. I understand that, but damn, how much is it? How much is enough, dude? Come on, man. Yeah. $32 million or $31 million.
And what about legacy? Think about legacy. Hey, Mama Farace. The legacy of Pete Alonso. At least Nimmo. He signed his long-term deal, and he says, great to know that I'll never have to take off this jersey. And then 2 years later, see ya. And I know people say, well, he waived his no trade clause, but when you have when ownership sits down with you and says, hey, would you mind if we shipped you off somewhere else? You're not feeling really wanted there anymore. And at least it's a situation for him where he's going to Texas, comfortable there or whatever.
Yeah, he can
find
go
a small
hang out with the
kid,
other trader.
Wait, you can't call him a trader, but to get a kid from Wyoming that was that good and be able to handle New York City the way he did, I think that was that's a mistake too. But we'll see what happens.
We have to move on.
And the thing is that we all have to wait to see what these guys are being replaced with, because so far it's not much of anything, and we're seeing guys sign here and sign there, and
it's not
Tucker's out there.
The season hasn't started yet, so let's not kill ourselves too much. There could be 1 or 2 surprises coming down the pike, and then
you are being entirely more rational on the show than the conversations that we've been having recently.
It's a facade. As soon as we're off the show, I'm going to snap again. But I want the Metsies to be calm, and enjoy the show and relax, have a little fun. It's not that bad yet.
Mom Farace says they're all traitors. Well, Nimmo can't be a
See,
traitor.
there it is.
And
They're all
McNeil
traitors.
they
Mama
got traded.
Farace said it.
They got traded. All right.
Traitors.
I have not heard anything about
that.
doing it, moving along to the next area, but so I'm going to continue on here. Yeah, we talk about the fandom, and we talk about, fans in an uproar, and you see all these people out on the Facebook and Twitter and all this stuff saying, "Oh, well, you just lost a season ticket holder." And don't try and bait Steve Cohen into stuff like that when the guy's got $1 billion, $7 billion, $8 billion, $20 billion tied up now in the casino and everything. And also, I've had enough with the group of people that are saying, "Well, he's got his casino. He doesn't give a shit about the Mets." That is not the way
that's ignorant. That's just being ignorant about it. Come on, man. Come on. This guy's a businessman.
I told you.
He doesn't want to lose money. And honestly, even if he's not a Mets fan, his wife is a Mets fan, and his wife's father is a diehard Mets fan. So you know what? Happy life, happy wife, or something like whatever it is. So he's gonna do his best to get this team, make them into a winner, because that just makes more money for him. Regardless, he wants to
brings
make
more money to the casino, brings more people to the casino. They
Exactly,
go to the game and the casino afterwards.
All that. And then soon enough, there'll be an All-Star game at Citi Field or something, stuff like that, generate more money. So he wants a good team out there, guys. Don't be ridiculous. Anger, see, Producer Joe, that's what anger gets you. You look ridiculous sometimes. Not you, because you're great. Other people.
Listen, all right, well, you got that, and then you got the other piece of this, right? Well, to finish that thought out, they're still offering, if you listen to the reports, and they're offering guys like Kyle Tucker the short term, but $45-50 million a year. So
that's insane.
Yeah, it is insane. But my point is, the people that are saying those type of things don't say, "Oh, the Mets are not spending," okay?
Because you can't.
You can't do it.
Those people
market
are Steve Smith. You know Steve Smith? That guy?
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith, that's what those people are. Just equate them to Stephen A. Smith. Just the blowhards that are just talking out of their butthole. Come on, guys. Please. The guy's going to spend $150 million on a guy that we would have considered a B+ player years ago. He's like a Kevin McReynolds. I mean, honestly, he's getting $50 million a year now because he hits 270. Oh, thank God, not 230.
Let's not go down the back of my day.
See what happened? See, I'm not going back in my day. I'm going to truth. Producer Joe, the guy hits 28, 29 home runs a year. He's not even a consistent 30 home run guy. Not even a consistent 100 RBI guy. And he bats 270.
You forget.
I mean, look at Vlad.
One or the other, Either they get on base and score runs, or they hit home runs and knock runners in. And 230, 20 isn't the guy.
No, it's the guy that we just got rid of that just became the Brewers' hitting coach. That's the guy. That's that 230. I'm on base because I walk. Because he blocked half the plate. He was so fat, he blocked half the plate. Umpire couldn't make a good call.
Well, I would like to see him bring in Tucker, no matter what the cost, because it's not my money. I don't care. Build a contending team the way that you see fit, and we'll see if we trust you. Trust a Stearns. So getting into that conversation with Stearns.
Okay.
Think about what the team that he left, right? He's now Milwaukee. Milwaukee at remember at the very beginning of last year, everybody was laughing at Milwaukee. They gave up 20 runs each of the first two games, a couple of series and whatever, and they were laughing stock. But then they won 20 games straight. They were considered the best team in baseball. Remember the Dodgers went through their 7-game losing streak, etc. While the Mets built up that lead, and then we all know what happened. So why is Milwaukee still doing it? and Stearns coming over with a larger market team with $1 billion more to spend, and we're kind of floundering. We're not sure what direction we're going in. There's an identity crisis thing going on. So, did we get the wrong guy? Should we fire his ass and bring in Theo now? Throw the bank at Theo, bring him in.
Well, look at the way I see it is this: what's going on in Milwaukee is still Stearns. Okay, what he put in place over there is still producing for them. Okay, so get that in your head. First, you get that in your head, and you say, "Oh, maybe he did do a good job because he's no longer there anymore, and that system is still running well and producing playoff teams and good quality competitive, playoff teams." So he did his job there. So now he's here with the Mets. He's trying to put his policy in place. That's why the core four is gone. That's why they're not here anymore. That's why he's bringing these guys that, even though they're not all superstars, they're more steadier type of players, all-around players that play defense and won't give up a run or two. He's trying to save runs at the same time that he's trying to keep an offense going. And the pitching, we have young studs coming up. So that's what he did in Milwaukee. He built them. But the thing is, right now, he has the money. He has the guy that'll give him the money. So at any given time, we could end up with a superstar. So you got to look at it like that. Build a farm system, build a major league team, and sprinkle it with superstars and move on. Veteran superstars, not just guys, 28, 29-year-old guys that are steady, veteran guys that have been doing it for a while. Those are the guys you bring in, and that's how you're going to win. That's how he's planning to win, I think.
And you think about it when the patience factor comes in, Milwaukee versus New York, right? Milwaukee, they were able to kind of be able to cycle through a couple different players before they found the right guy, and they weren't having fans, give them the boo birds and thumbs down and all that stuff. Here,
and players can develop in Milwaukee, dude.
Oh yeah,
they get to play. They get to play the
You-
mistakes. That's exactly what you're saying. That's true.
when somebody on this show before last year wanted to was done with Beatty, and then he did a little bit something different. I can't remember. Can't remember who that might have been.
Okay.
But
I'm curious.
He's definitely around. And then you got guys like Vientos, who got off to a disgustingly slow start, and everybody was like, trade him. Well, think people, you can't trade him when he's batting 212 and not hitting any balls anywhere on the field and struggling with his defense. And then Beatty came on.
Then he picked it up too.
Yeah. Then he picked it up too. That one play always is going to bother me, where he backed up on the ball and he let the tying run score on it was safe at first. That going to stick in my head for whatever reason, because I'm a Met fan. It's going to stay there.
Clean it out, bro.
So
clean it out. The next time he hits a game-winning home run, clear it out. Let it go. Let it go.
Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. Well, Vientos changed his hitting approach last year in the beginning, so that's why he was down. So and then he went back to his.
Have a great year.
I know. What a moron. Have a great year and change it. But then he changed it, went back, and look at what happened. Starts hitting again. He still got 17 home runs, which is not easy to do nowadays, in those limited at bats. But maybe he's a 30 home run guy. I think he could.
I really think he is. And
he has
that
so
lineup,
much power.
And the lineup gets extended for that. If he comes into his own, and you bring in Tucker, and you got
Alvarez. Alvarez is prime.
That's another guy.
Dude, Alvarez is prime.
As long as he doesn't get injured again, he's not been able to stay on the field.
This is Alvarez's shit or get off the pot season. I'll tell you that right now. Another injury-plagued season, another subpar year. No. He's got superstar potential if he stays healthy.
But he's 22,
there,
right?
He's not there defensively. 22? What are you talking about? He's like 26. No, he's like 24. I think he's like 24.
Okay. All right. Let's not know him yet, because that's how that's the curse guy right there.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the patience factor. What they get in that last year? What did they give him? 8 games, and then he went to.
He's 24. All right, right there in between.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking him up. What do you want? What? You want me to lie to you?
We're doing a show. We're doing a show.
this.
Remember that?
Hey, you know, and that's what
We're
the
not
producer
just-
does. We both
not just
threw out
chatting.
numbers on his age, so I went and looked up his age. Okay.
Yes, you
He
did.
just leaves the show.
It's not
For
that
like 5
far on
minutes.
that field.
Oh boy.
All right. So, obviously those guys could be instrumental, but they could also be busts. We've been Met fans long
But
enough to see.
they're not bust. They're not bust because both of them have had very good years in the league. So they're not bust. You don't have a good year and lose all your talent. They'll be there.
We've seen that too before. We have seen Jason Bay.
We have
seen
Jason Bay. Jason Bay almost killed himself, and then his career went to hell.
the
Okay,
Yankees.
so what?
Remember that bum, Butch Husky? He had a good year. Where did he go? Yeah, these guys have good years.
Butch,
Dave Magnan.
yeah, but Butch Husky, Dave Magnan was good for a long time, dude. Not just 1 year.
He's good for like a year for us.
He's like a 290 hitter. His whole career.
For
here.
us? No.
For us, maybe
Oh.
310. Producer Joe, look it up. This is a debate right
yeah,
now.
1 year he hit over 300.
No, I can't look it up. I'm waiting for the chance to do my Butch Husky chant. He's Butch. He's Husky. He's Butch Husky. Come on, you guys talked about him enough that I had to throw that in there.
I know. You like the Butch Husky?
Clip this.
So let's
Clip that.
19
It's like
1990.
Muttley. It's like Muttley. Remember Muttley from the cartoon show?
I have been
The way he
called
laughed?
Muttley before. Yes, it is a Muttley laugh. Yeah.
Seems like something that you would be called.
Oh,
Chief Shop Farace.
But why?
Wow.
All right, 1990. Yes, that was his year. He had 328, and then 1991 he followed it up with 258,
And then
And
after
then
that,
283, and then he got traded.
Good. There you go. See?
Anyway,
He had good.
oh no,
oh no.
we're losing Rodriguez. Why did he?
What's going on?
Okay,
There
he is. He's back.
There he is.
I think
Dude.
he was receiving an important phone call. I think that's what was going on.
Farace sounds like a munchkin.
What?
Oh wow. What am I drinking? going on?
Everything's gonna be okay.
You'll be fine.
Everything's gonna be
Oh.
fine.
Don't worry.
I'll be back because this is how you sound in my head when I hear you sometimes, like a little weird munchkin. That's why I
Well,
ignore
that's
you.
Yeah.
kind of what he sounds like, but
Oh.
go ahead. Leave
That's
and come
fair
back
enough.
in.
Fair enough.
Okay.
See you soon.
That's weird.
That's a Yoda voice.
Yeah.
A munchkin is like, we represent the light. There you go. Rocket.
Off the rails. Oh, this is off the rails.
Clip this.
Look at this. This is.
Hello.
Hey, Rodriguez.
All right.
Corey.
How about now? How do
You
we
can't hear?
How do How do we sound now?
Good now?
You hear us now?
Can you hear
Hello?
us?
Producer, you guys messing
Hi.
with me, right?
All right. Well, he
You
can't
guys
hear us.
messing with me? Because
No.
I can't hear anything. Hello?
Hi.
No, dude. I hear that.
Oh, okay. You
You hear that, but not us?
You don't hear us.
What the hell just happened?
That's crazy.
You hear the sound effects.
This is crazy.
This is the exact opposite of what was happening to Rodriguez earlier.
Here we go.
Not,
What is
Oh,
that?
not hear the sound effects, but then
Oh,
can hear
I'm
us,
hearing sound effects.
but not us.
But not us.
You guys can't hear. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. What's going on here? This is great.
If we had captions, we could put the captions on, and Rodriguez can read the captions.
Hold on, there's a caption setting somewhere. Oh man, I need an audio clip of off the rails.
Can we do the show now or not?
How about now? You hear us now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
This is great.
Wow.
Should I keep on talking about Dave Magadan?
I don't know, man. Dave Magadan was a pretty interesting
Are we
topic.
keeping this thing going, or is it a real problem? Is this a real problem?
That's a problem.
Shake your head. It's a real problem. You look like a chipmunk, though.
You went
be
from
right back.
sounding like one to looking like one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that tracks.
it's a flow. It's
Yeah, no, you can move on from Dave Magadan. It was
Stop talking about Dave Magadan. Yeah, because I was arguing with him, so it doesn't.
No, I know. We're about to go to
right.
the bullpen. We need to move into the bullpen.
Addition by subtraction. Ryan Stanek, he gone. He went to the Cardinals, so we don't have to deal with him anymore. And what, Rodriguez? Yeah.
Yeah, you hear us now?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Maybe he should take his Bluetooth off.
Maybe.
just-
Maybe.
Use the speaker.
Farace?
Hi.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's a
You're
setting
gonna have
in
to do
the
the show by yourself.
Yeah, he laughs.
Bye.
Oh.
Oh, no, he's back.
He's back. Wait, he's leaving. Well, what he should have done, yeah, take off the Bluetooth. Just do it by speaker. This will be exciting, producer Joe.
This is good.
All right, Stanek's
good.
ass is out of there. But he that's good because he was a meatball kind of guy. He had some ups and downs, but he was part of that whole. Like those are the guys that should have been gone from the beginning because he's part of that whole bullpen collapse. The pitchers, not giving us any innings, and it was like relievers coming in third, fourth inning, second inning. And then Stanek was asked to do more. Everybody had to do more. But now you bring in Luke Weaver to replace Stanek. I like that. Luke Weaver's done well over his career. Did well for the Skanks across town last year also. Are the Mets pursuing an ace? We need it. We need the trade. Scooble, give them whatever they want. I don't care what the Tigers are asking for. Give it to them. I don't care about these young kids. See what Rodriguez. See if we got him back. Or not.
Let's give it a shot. How about now?
We back?
I can hear you.
Excellent. We're back, baby. I was.
What's going on?
Nothing. We're just doing a show.
Oh.
I was just getting into just back up the truck for whatever the Tigers want for Scooble. I don't care what they're asking for.
Oh, here we go.
Listen, here's the thing. If he gets traded mid-season, he's gonna have that opportunity to be with that team. It's probably gonna be a contender. It's gonna be exciting times, and that's where he's gonna want to sign. Now, we could take the year and just let him do that and hope Uncle Stevie, writes a $700 million check and just blows everybody out of the water because he's that kind of dude. Scooble, I'm talking about. Take that chance that the money will do it, and that wherever he gets traded to is not a big factor, and he's looking for that payday. What say you, Rodriguez? It's a risk.
It's a risk, but first of all, we need to find out if the guy wants to come to New York. If he may want to come to New York as a skanky, which we hope not. He may not be a guy that wants to come to New York. Maybe he wants to stay in go to a easier city like the Rockies, which would be a terrible thing, but Kansas City or some nonsense like that. Okay, if he's the New York type of guy, because he's playing at Detroit right now, so he should be able to handle New York. Then you either trade the farm for him, which I don't want to do. I'd rather wait until the season unfolds and then maybe try to trade for him at because if the Tigers are not going to be able to sign him, they're going to get rid of him before the trade deadline. So maybe we can get a better deal then. And if not, get him as a free agent. We have the money, we have the resources to get him. So without losing anybody. But if you bring him in, you automatically take Brandon Sproat, you automatically take Jonathan, and you automatically take that other guy, Chris, off the board, because you don't need them really. You already got a full rotation, because you got Manaya, you're gonna have Senga, you would have Robinson, who's another lefty, and you have Holmes. The starting rotation is full.
Well,
and there you go. And
yeah. See, my thought on this is that, yeah, the starting rotation is full, like the number of guys there, but the quality, you give up whatever you give up for Stubble, but can you really rely on Manea after what we saw last year? I think I'm hearing feedback from Rodriguez.
It's the chipmunk.
That sounds so weird.
Oh,
Why do I sound that way?
okay. Now I'm sorry.
I'm glad I heard it, because now we know Rodriguez is not
Sorry,
crazy.
that is damn funny. Oh man.
We're gonna have a bunch of chipmunk clips for this episode.
Man.
Yeah. So those guys you can't go into the season and say, okay, I got 7 or 8 starting pitchers here, when Holmes and Manea and Senga couldn't give us innings worth of shit. That you need those 3 guys in one game to complete a game. And Skubal goes deep into games. One of those guys that takes the ball. And I hate to risk not being able to bring him in. Again, the team that trades for him will have the upper hand, because again, it's going to be a contender, and it's going to be raucous crowds and going into the playoffs and getting that special feeling that players get when they're in those type of winning situations. Might be tougher. Rodriguez is frozen like off air.
I know. I know. I try to add him and it gives me nothing.
Just blank screen.
Have you looked at Skubal's numbers for the last 3 years? I was looking them up while you were talking. Holy wow.
They're insane.
Throw the house at this guy, man. He's got a little bit of a Nebraska farm boy look to him that I work, because I'm thinking, listening to you talk about, can he adapt to New York,
Mm-hmm.
But he's from California, so maybe he knows a little bit of big city life. So I don't know. Definitely worth throwing the farm at him if he's not opposed to New York.
That's a dude, you bring him in and you don't have to worry about an ace for the next whatever the lifetime of that contract. Rodriguez, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
Is
got
that blood pressure overhaul?
Yes.
Is that on screen? Is that BP blood pressure overhaul?
It kind of stands for bullpen, but
bullpen. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Also,
bullpen overhaul versus what's lost.
It works. And Rodriguez, I was talking to getting rid of Stanek, addition by subtraction. You bring in Luke Weaver, and I explained myself again to you for no reason.
No, I think he can still hear us.
Oh, he can? All right.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. So I guess, we don't have to get into this, seeing as though we have technical difficulties. This is more of a debate type of question about the identity, but it is something that the Mets need to, kind of get a handle on. And, you hear Stearns in his press conference yesterday talking to the media, and you want to try to, have that trust in him based on what he's built in Milwaukee. And it's fine, but Met fans are not going to have blind trust. And, we had that going in with Cohen.
Yeah.
And we lost the core, and let's see what Stearns does. Now you bring in Tucker at that dollar amount. Again, I said I don't care about dollar amounts, but bring him in, and that's a start. Because right now, Juan Soto is going to walk 1 billion times because he's got no protection.
Yeah.
And you don't dole out that amount of money to Juan Soto to have him walk 175 times a year.
200. Yeah.
Still on. Yeah. Yeah. What you got to check the over under, degenerate.
I haven't checked. I gotta
What
look.
that would be. All right. So I don't think Rodriguez is going to be able to get back here. We've covered most of everything that we were going to talk about today. Anywho, we'll monitor. The next few. Huh?
One move that would make you angrier. I
Even
think,
more angry.
oh man, I was really hoping we'd get Rodriguez for that one. Maybe we should save that for next week.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, I thought it was going to be Ranger Suarez signing elsewhere because I thought he would have been a good fit, and plus you steal guy away from the Phillies, and then he just signs for I think 5 years, $155 million with the Red Sox. Welcome back, Rodriguez.
Okay.
You can't hear us.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right,
okay.
let's do round robin on the way out here.
right.
Producer Joe, what do you have here? Any inspiring?
It's hard to find
inspire
inspiring
Rodriguez.
words, man. I know I'm always the negative guy anyway, but right now, man, it just doesn't have a lot to be inspired about. I mean, you try to have faith in Stearns, but he hasn't made a single move that has inspired faith. So, it's not like we're not going to still cheer for the Mets, still not going to be fans and watch the games, but, there's not a lot of anticipation for the season like we normally have. High expectations almost every year. This year feels different, feels very mediocre if we're lucky. But all you could do is I don't want to say hope or faith, but understand that it's part of Stearns' plan, and he convinced Uncle Steve, and so see how it plays out. He has some time before the season to make some moves. Let's see. But right now, the club doesn't feel like it's got the pieces it needs to be a competitor.
Yeah, I agree with you, and maybe it's a good thing that the expectations are there because last year we were full of expectations, and when they got off to that 21 games over 500, we were beating our chest. I'll tell you that much. And then fell back to reality. And it came as a surprise to me that I sent it to you guys, ESPN or whatever. That we're ranked 6th in baseball right now. I don't know if that is the thought of what they're gonna do potentially, but for me, this is how many games did we win last year? 76, 77, 78, somewhere around there. We've obviously taken steps back. As constructed right now, this is the 4th place team, and it's 68 wins, 70 wins.
Maybe.
So
yeah.
We'll see. I like that, but I was really quite puzzled.
Yeah, no, the
actually.
6th place is very strange. Unless they see something we don't, they think our starting rotation is going to carry us without any hitting. I don't know.
No, it couldn't even carry us last year when we were hitting. Remember that stretch in August? We were hitting like 7 runs a game, and we still lose the games 10-9, 8-7.
Yeah, when we saw, yep.
Rodriguez, you want to attempt to do your closeout statement? Because that's where we are.
We're at the end of the show. This was my last time trying. I mean, this is ridiculous. Like every 2 minutes, you turn into a chipmunk. I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah, we heard it. I was like, wow.
You heard it, right? That's what I was hearing. So anyway, listen. I think the Mets are going to be fine. We're going to bring up the young guys, let them pitch, let them. McNeil is the real deal. He's the cowboy. That's his new nickname. So he's the real deal. We'll have a good team. Anyway, see you later. Have a great week.
All right. That's it for us.
Wait, clip this.
Yeah, because that voice was quite. That was I don't know what's going on with the voice there either. It was getting a little Darth Vader action going there. Hey, I say this while we're on air. Producer Joe, you see the little recording down there?
Yes.
That came up when you said that phrase. So I think it works.
Oh, I did notice it.
Something actually works.
Yeah, how about that?
Something works.
No, but it appears that it's clipping the 30 seconds after you say it, which doesn't make a ton of sense, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see what it actually did.
All right.
But that does it for us this week on the Put in the Book Show. This was season 8, episode 20. Covered a bunch of stuff of what we've lost and how we move forward here. So hopefully in the next few days we get some positive news. Some of these signings start to come down and the team starts to get constructed because it's January 14th. Pitchers and catchers report in about 30 days. And then the countdown is on to opening day. Opening day, we're going to be on that new NBC. Is it Peacock? MLB on NBC for against the Pirates. So I would really not like to have one of our current starting pitchers, air quotes, go against Paul Skeens on opening day and we get embarrassed against the Pittsburgh Pirates. So go ahead and get the pitching out there, please. Thank you. All right, that does it for us. Like I said, we'll keep you updated what's going on in the world of the Mets in the Facebook group and on TikTok and all that good stuff, YouTube. Until next week, peace out, everybody.
Put it in the box.